we've hit the end of the road, at least as it pertains to the regular season. As of right now, there are two divisions, a playoff spot, and home field advantage on the line. And everything else has been just about locked up. We'll address all of that other stuff some other time. But for this week's final regular season game, the fate of those two divisions is on the line. Where the winner of this game will clinch their respective division, the other will be at the mercy of their other teams that are in consideration. Folks, we got a good one, and this could be a preview of things to come in the NFC. As the Washington Commanders take their chance at winning the NFC East, and they head up to Minnesota to play the Vikings, who have a shot at the NFC North. All this drama and more in the last regular season episode of Strat-O-Matic Football! It's almost playoff time! Yeah! Woohoo! Howdy, folks. Morgoth the Barbarian here. Welcome to Week 18 and our regular season finale of Strat-O-Matic Football, the second season. Where today, the 10-6 Washington Commanders face off against the 11-5 Minnesota Vikings in the regular season finale for both these teams. Now, let's set everybody up here properly, shall we? Both these teams are in the playoffs. However, neither one of these teams has clinched their division, at least not yet. The winner of this game will do so. So let me set this up for each team properly. So for the Commanders first, they are 10-6 as I mentioned. At the moment, they are tied with the Dallas Cowboys for the lead of the NFC East. The good news for the Commanders is that they have the tiebreaker via conference record. Hooray! Both teams split their games, by the way, and have the same divisional record. The bad news is if the Commanders lose and the Cowboys win and they play Las Vegas for reference, forget it. Cowboys win the East. Washington has to go on the road in their first playoff game. Okay, not a big deal. But still, you'd rather host a playoff game than anything else. From the Vikings' point of view, they're 11-5. They're up by a game at the moment. Hooray. However, Detroit and Green Bay sit one game below them. Now, Green Bay can't catch them. Minnesota owns the divisional tiebreaker, as does Detroit. So, even if a three-way tie had happened, Green Bay is stuck in their position. Fortunately for them, they've already clinched, so no harm, no foul. But it's the Lions that are the problem here. Should Minnesota lose and Detroit win, Detroit would get in via the conference record tiebreaker. In other words, Detroit would win that tiebreaker, even if Green Bay forced a three-way tie. So Minnesota has to win, otherwise they need a Detroit loss, as they can hold off Green Bay. Detroit, meanwhile, is facing the New York Giants of all teams. Yeah, the 1-15 New York Giants. Gee, I wonder what's going to happen there. So in other words, for Minnesota, this is a must-win game. So you can kind of see the conundrum here. Winner claims their division. Loser is going to have to depend on the Raiders and Giants respectively to help them out, which good luck for the Minnesota for sure. Both teams, honestly, the Raiders aren't that much better either. So that's what it looks like from this game's vantage point. As for the other seventh playoff seed in the AFC and the home field advantage in that conference, we'll get to it later. We'll deal with that, as well as the teams that will be in the not-so-Super Bowl, as I have rebranded Loser Bowl. I mentioned the Giants are already there, but there's there's only half of the spots been filled. The Giants and Patriots have the dishonor of playing in that series, so we'll see who the other two teams are in a minute. or some other episodes, I should say. Yeah, we'll address it at the end of this episode. In the meantime, I need to get it set up for this bad boy, so speaking of what happened week 17, we should recap everybody on that, get everyone up to speed. So here are the week 17 results while I get this mess up to speed. So roll it. So the colors worked out for one team, as it turns out. Commanders will be in red. Look at that. Matches their logo. Vikings will be in green. Sorry, there's no purple. Can't help you there. But, hey, that's what it is. Now, speaking of the Commanders, they get the call for the opening kickoff roll, and they're going odds. Yep, there it is. And they will have the Vikings take the ball first. So Minnesota will get it to start half one. Washington will get it to start half two. All right, here we go. We're underway from Minnesota. And Minnesota starts at the 25. What else is new? Touchback. All right. So let's get Minnesota's starting lineup here. We've seen them before. Not much changes from last time. We got Kirk Cousins at quarterback. Justin Jefferson will be our split. They're going to start actually with Dalvin Cook at the running back slot and then C.J. Ham at the fullback. Yes, they do have an actual fullback, as we remember from last time. T.J. Hawkinson is the tight end, and Adam Thielen is the flanker. Okay. So we'll start off with a pass that Washington won't see, and it's 1st and 10 right off the bat. 7 on a flat, speaking of which, and look at that, a short gain for Justin Jefferson. There's a good way to start right there. How about a 14-yard gain? It's Jefferson goes out of bounds at the 39. There you go. There's a nice, good way to start the game there with a 14-yard completion. So I try to get this in here. All right, 1st and 10 again. Still not running the football, apparently. 10 on a flat, and Hawkinson will get 10. 1st down. Vikings opt to go for the attack that suspecting Washington's secondary. Okay, 1st and 10. Washington does stick with the run. 3 on a line buck. Still doesn't matter. A short gain. This will be 11 yards for Dalvin Cook as he gets to 1st. Goes out of bounds at the 40. They're just moving the ball at will. C.J. Ham is out. K.J. Osborne is in. Washington misses this, and it's a 1st and 10. 6 on the off tackle missed. And only gets 3. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. Dalvin Cook for 3. All right, 2nd down again. Washington will get this. 4 on a flat. And it's an interception roll. 2 or a 12? No. Incomplete. Cousins was looking for T.J. Hawkinson again. All right, 3rd down. 3rd and 7 to be exact. 6 on a short, and Adam Thielen is getting 12 yards and the 1st down. He's out to the 25. Look at that. So Cousins hooking up with Adam Thielen this time as he gets 12 yards and the 1st down. All right. 1st and 10 from the 25. I'm going to try it right off the bat. Washington surprisingly doesn't see this coming. Here we go. First long pass of the game on a 12 is a touchdown! Guessed wrong, so it would have gone for 31. Instead, Justin Jefferson needed 25, and that's what he got. Just like that. Wow. Vikings moved the ball with ultra efficiency, and it gets them a touchdown right from out of the gate. Greg Joseph's extra point, meanwhile, is good. So the Vikings, just like that, get themselves 7 points. And it concludes with a Justin Jefferson 25-yard TD pass from Kirk Cousins to Justin Jefferson. And just like that, it is 7-0 Vikings. Well. Looks like the Vikings came to play today. I'm impressed. Okay. Excellent. Here's the kickoff. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, and Washington starts at the 25. All right. Let me get this. And how about the Commanders starting lineup? They've got a couple injuries, I should note. Minnesota does too, but nothing that affects the Cards. For Washington's case, that's not so much. We're starting Taylor Heineke at quarterback. That's the best we can do. Terry McLaurin is the split. Johan Doxson will come in as the slot receiver here. Brian Robinson is the halfback. They're missing Antonio Gibson. Curtis Samuel is the flanker. And John Bates is the tight end. They're without Logan Thomas, their starting tight end. So it'll be the John Bates blocking show, apparently. Okay. It's 1st and 10, meanwhile, and Washington's going to run it. 9. No gain for Robinson. Oof. So Brian Robinson gets nothing. Start us off. Okay, 2nd and 10. 10 on a flat, incomplete. Heineke was looking for Robinson and still couldn't get the ball to him. All right, 3rd down. 3rd and 10. 11 on a short. Long gain to Terry McLaurin. Oh, yikes. That's definitely not a touchdown, but it's definitely going to go for a lot for sure. And Terry McLaurin busts out for 38. Nice. There we go. So Heineke's first completion is a 38-yard bomb to Terry McLaurin. As Minnesota's pass defense just simply loses him, and that happens. 1st and 10, meanwhile. This one will get missed. From the 37, it should be. There you go. 8 on a flat. It's going to McLaurin again, but this time it's guessed wrong, I should say, and McLaurin's going to get 9. Out of bounds at the 28. All right, 2nd and 1 here. Minnesota's playing their pass defense and then misses this Robinson run. 4 on an off tackle. Doesn't matter. Would have been short gain either way. And how about 13 in the 1st? Robinson is up to the 15. McLaurin's been running it so much that I called the wrong player. It's a 1st down nevertheless, so. All right, 1st and 10 from the 15. Minnesota, what do I want them to do? Hold on. I'm going to have them play the pass just in case, and they miss this again. Oof. 1st and 10. 10 on a linebucker missed, but it goes for 4, and hold on. Yep, it goes for 4. Okay, so Robinson gets out to the 11. 4-yard gain for him. 2nd down. This gets missed too, because they think it's going to be a pass. Doesn't matter. Uh-oh, fumble roll. Better be a 7 through 10. It isn't, so it's a fumble! Picked up by the Commanders. Right? Yes, it is Commanders' ball still, but will this loss of 1 hold? Yes, it will. So, Robinson, the fumble counts, loses a yard, but thankfully someone on Washington got it back. I don't know who forced the fumble there. Anybody? Oh dear. Oh, that's a wrong card set. Ha! Let's just roll this. We'll say Daniil Hunter forced that one. Okay, Daniil Hunter forces a fumble, but nobody picks it up, thankfully. So we got ourselves a 3rd and what, 7? Okay, 3rd and 7. Hold on. You know what? I kind of like him a little bit better. All right, 3rd and 7. 9 on a flat. That is going to Johan Dotson, who is going to score a touchdown! 12 yards! That's exactly what he got. And sure enough, Dotson finds the end zone, snakes his way through, and picks up a 12-yard touchdown. Woo! Very nice there. How about that extra point from Joey Sly? Is good. Oh, look at that. Both teams have scored touchdowns on their opening possession. In Washington's case, it's a 12-yard TD pass from Taylor Heineke to Johan Dotson. And we are tied at 7. I think that's the first time all season long both teams have scored on their opening possession. All right, dueling touchdowns. It's going to be one of those games where we're going to have a shootout. Okay, maybe that's how this goes. Maybe it doesn't. Well, we'll find out soon enough. But hey, makes for an exciting game. Unless you like defense, then I can't help you there. Sorry. All right. So now, with that being said, with everybody's opening possession rolled out, it's time for me to play the next highlight. So roll the additional footage. Whether or not it's a lot of scoring, I don't know. We'll all find out eventually. We got 9.5 in the first quarter, so who knows? All right, 1st and 10. This actually gets seen. 2, it's 4 if it holds. Yeah, 4 yards for Dalvin Cook there. Okay. 2nd and 6. This end run gets missed. 8. The end run is only going for 2. Oh. Well, isn't that a bummer, as the Vikings had previously entered the red zone there. I probably forgot to announce myself. My bad, everyone. My bad. But yeah, the Vikings got into the red zone. There's a 2-yard end run from Dalvin Cook, and we're up to a 3rd and 4 there. So it is, in fact, 3rd and 4. Sure, why not? 9 on a flat. We're going to KJ Osborne. And how about 5 yards and another first down for KJ Osborne as he gets pushed out to 12. There we go. 2nd first down he's picked up this drive. Very nice. All right, 1st and 10 here. Commanders will actually see this coming. They're playing the pass, and yeah, they do see this short pass to Justin Jefferson, which will be incomplete. All right, they tried. All right, 2nd down here. This will actually get missed. 4, and Adam Thielen is getting 2 to 4, ironically enough. He's 2 yards shy of a first. But that play went for 8. And Kirk Cousins already has 100 yards passing. We have not even gotten out of the first quarter. That is really bad if you're the Commanders. 3rd down here. They're going to play their run defense, surprisingly. The Commanders are. So this will get seen. But it wouldn't have mattered. It goes for nothing. Absolutely nothing. 4th and 2. I mean, I'm doing it. 4th and 2. 4th and 2. Commanders will see this coming. Pass coming. We're doing it. 4th and 2. Moving the ball on them, so why the heck not? 2 on a flat. Uh-oh. This is not good. Okay, this has to be a 2 through 4, or it's a turnover on downs. It is! But it's not a touchdown. Hawkinson makes the catch. Gets a new set of downs, but he's pushed out at the 1. So there you go. There's your roll. They got the 2 yards they needed for the first. Granted, Hawkinson did not get in, but who cares? He got the first down yardage, so that's all that matters, really. So we're bringing back C.J. Ham, by the way, for right now at least, and it's a 1st and goal to go right at the 1. 11, and there it is. Dalvin Cook's got it. Touchdown from a yard out. Makes the drive worth it. The 4th down conversion worth its while. Nice. Ooh, Greg Joseph doinks the extra point, but it still is good. He almost missed it. But you know what? Hey, so if it isn't a 10 or 11, we're fine with that. So there you go. Minnesota successfully goes for it on 4th and 2. Hawkinson picks up the 4th down conversion, and then Dalvin Cook rewards that effort with a 1-yard TD run, even though he fumbled, but hey, nothing happened. So Vikings score on yet another possession here, 14-7. I mentioned Kirk Cousins already has over 100 yards passing. It's probably going to be one of those games then. All right. I see where this is going, so I guess we got to brace ourselves. I love shootouts. Fun times. All right. And now Washington's moving the ball efficiently. In fact, Heineke almost has 100 yards too. What in the you-know-what is going on? H-E-double hockey sticks, I should say, is going on. Okay, 1st and 10. Yeah, they missed. Both defenses are missing everything. One of those games. 5 on a linebucker, meanwhile. It goes for no gain. There's not even a fumble roll because it was guessed wrong. Okay. Robinson gets nothing, but so be it. All right. 2nd down here in 10. And this actually gets seen for once. 6. Curtis Samuel's only getting 4. Okay. That's his first catch of the game. First catch and target, I should say. Okay. 3rd and, 6? Yeah, 3rd and 6 here. Oh, yeah. We'll go to him. McLaurin's been going off to start this game. Why the heck not? 3rd and 6. 8, and this roll goes to him. And he is going the wrong way. 2 yards on the botched wide receiver screen. Oof. Minnesota sees that coming from a mile away. And unfortunately, it's now 4th and 8, and I'm calling out Joey Sly in this case for a 32-yard field goal. The kick is up. And Joey Sly doinks it off the crossbar, but just like Joseph's extra point from earlier, it's good. And what a way to end the first quarter, too, as fate would have it there. So Joey Sly does in fact help that drive end. And it's going to be a 14-10 after the first period ends there, as our scoreboard operator is having some issues. I may need to have a talk with him after we're done here. How dare you? But there you go. That's how the first quarter ends, excuse me. Now it's my turn to mess up. But Joey Sly field goal, and there you go. One complaint. Where's the defenses? What are we doing here? Both teams are on pace for at least 40. Can we get some defense in here? That would be great. Otherwise, this is just going to turn into an out-of-control shootout. I mean, I like that just like the next person, but come on already. We need some defense. Otherwise, this is going to quickly turn into a Big 12 game, not an actual NFL game. Oh, why not? We need to have at least one episode like that. All right, onwards to the second quarter. All right, we got a 4th and 4 situation, and Joey Sly is going to try to resolve it with a 44-yard field goal. Sounds about fair. Okay. Yep. So here's the kick. It is up. Uh-oh, penalty and flag is out, maybe. As of right now, the kick is good, but what's this penalty? Nothing's there, so it's good. Okay. So Joey Sly hits on another field goal here. And the Commanders edge a little closer, but not quite there. It's 14-13. Yes, Minnesota, we finally had a defensive stop. Took long enough, but we've had at least one. So there you go. Now it's Minnesota's turn to try. So there we go. Washington kicks yet another field goal. They pull closer. It's still anybody's game, though, as we got 8:15 left in the second. This gets missed. 1st and 5. $11 on a long. Ooh. Well, all that does is reduce the interception chance. It's now 2 for 4 or a 12. And it still gets intercepted. Oof. It had reduced odds, and someone on the Washington made a great play. Ouchies. All right. Returned for a gain of... Not a pick 6. It's probably tackled right away. Yep. They tried looking for Justin Jefferson deep. And Kendall Fuller... Wait. Yeah, Kendall Fuller had enough of that. He just picks off Kirk Cousins, and sorry, no long passes anymore here. So Washington gets the ball at the 33. Oh, dear. We have our game's first turnover. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, no. Well, you know what? It happens, okay? If it makes you feel any better, Kirk Cousins has been doing that for real. And that's how you lose your quarterbacking job. Oh, man. Hate to see it. All right, Washington gets the ball at their own 33 here. So we'll move along to the next highlight. 1st and 10 here. This actually will get missed. 1st and 10 from the 33. 7 on a short. And Heineke's going to get sacked, but there's a penalty on top of that. Oop. For a loss of 9 if it were to hold. And there's a penalty, too. I'll take the sack. All right. Penalty's automatically declined as I take the sack instead. Unless number 2 is... Actually, I'll take the penalty. It's 10 yards, but we'll take it. We'll take the penalty. It's one less, but you know what? We got to do it. So Zadarius Smith gets credit for that sack, since he is the second high linebacker. So Zadarius Smith pushes them back 9 yards. 2nd and 19. 6. Just 5 yards for Ryan Robinson. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 14. I'll try it, but I don't expect this to do anything. 3rd and 14. 3. And it works! Long gain! Uh-oh. Refs might screw this one over. But it's a long gain. No, it's not a touchdown. But will the refs let this hold? They will! No penalty! So it's a 60-yard gain for Terry McLaurin. Oh, my goodness. Hold on a minute. 59, 39. He is down all the way to the 11. Terry McLaurin doing what he does best. That's his second long catch of the game. And Washington suddenly is inside the red zone. They're at the 11. 1st and 10. Ouch. That's a bad way to let a 3rd and 14 get converted on you. Meanwhile, Brian Robinson's getting nothing on the ground. Okay. If 2nd down, this actually will get missed. 9, doesn't matter. Okay. Brian Robinson still gets 5. Fine. So it's going to set up a 3rd and 5 here. 3rd and 5. 10 on a flat. It's only going for 1, so Dotson only gets 1 yard. And Minnesota is actually going to take a timeout. That's their first. Huh. Kind of an odd one, but they decide to do it. And it's now 4th and 4. You know what? I can take the lead on a field goal. Might as well do it. So Joey Sly with a chip shot. So unless it's a 12, he's good, or an X. Well, there's your X. But there's nothing there, so the kick is good. Okay. That's the only way that could have ended badly. But nevertheless, Joey Sly connects on his 3rd field goal of the day here, and Washington has taken the lead after Kirk Cousins threw that disastrous interception. But nevertheless, the Vikings will get the ball with 3:45 remaining, and it is 16-14 Commanders as they come back into the lead after that 3rd and 4, what seemed like a hopeful 3rd and 14 stop turned into a 60-yard gain for Washington and an absolute disaster for Minnesota's secondary. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. All right. There's 3:45 left, and we'll see if Minnesota can get any closer. They do get the... No, Washington gets the ball to start the second half, so I don't know what the random timeout was for, but okay, whatever. All right, we have reached a 2-minute warning. Minnesota's got it at their own 41 on a 2nd and 9 as a result, and that's where we're going to stand. All right, 2nd and 9 here. Yeah, oh wait, I just did that one. Okay, we'll do you. Okay, 2nd and 9. 6 on a... I'll allow it. 6 on a flat. Incomplete. Cousins was looking for a KJ Osborne there. That brings us a 3rd and 9 here. 2 on a short, and no. Unless that play never happens. False start. So now we're at a 3rd and 14. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay, I'll switch it. 3rd and 14. Cousins is going to have to run it. Hey, I don't think he's getting the 1st down. Okay, he got half of those, what he needed, but, 7 yards is still not enough for the 1st down, so that is a 7-yard scramble for Cousins. It's not even close. Washington just took a timeout. That's their first. Okay. 4th and 7 means it's punt time. Oh, that's not a good one at all. 43. And the 14 returned for a gain of... $10. Okay, Dax Milne gets 10, and he's up to the 24. Okay, so Washington, they get the ball to start the second half, so they'll have 1:37 and 2 timeouts to do something. Hopefully something. They've got the lead. Minnesota's yet to force them to punt, by the way, speaking of which. So maybe they can keep that going. I don't know, but we shall see. They only have 3 receivers, by the way, which is kind of going to hold them back just a little bit. All right, Minnesota has 2 timeouts too, by the way, just as a mental note. 1st and 10 from the 24. 7 on a short now. Incomplete. Was looking for Terry McLaurin. As usual, and found nothing. Okay. Second down now. This is not going to get seen. Doesn't matter. Short gain. Robinson's going to get 14. 24, 30 to 38 and a first down. Man, it wastes time, but so be it. All right, 1st and 10. 11 on a flat. Oh, dear. Yeah, interception roll, but it's 2, 4, or 12. 2 through 4 or 12, I should say. Nope, incomplete. Robinson was the intended target there. 2nd and 10. No. This doesn't fool them. Well, Samuel can play halfback? I didn't realize that. Interesting. Speaking of Samuel, he's getting 4 yards. That's it. He's up to the 42. Minnesota's actually going to use a timeout, though. That's their second, as they used one earlier for unknown reasons. I think they were trying to get more time on the clock, and they got kind of cute. All right, 3rd down and 6. Oh, wait a minute. I need a flat pass. Okay, we'll do that one. 3rd and 6. 10 on a flat. Ooh, just a yard, and unfortunately, McLaurin went out of bounds to make matters worse, so no dice there. They're going to be 5 yards short of the first. Minnesota gets the ball back, sure enough, and it's 4th and 5. Ouch. All right. Oh, no! Okay, it's not a block, but Tresway just shanked that one. It's 19 yards. Ouch. That is not good. 17, 12. So that's only a 19-yard punt. It's not a block, thankfully, but boy, that was bad. Thankfully, nothing happens. No. And Jalen Reagor somehow gets 6 yards out of that. So he is up to the 44. That was a horrible punt, though. An absolutely horrible punt. And Minnesota suddenly has a scoring opportunity with 45 seconds remaining. Just a single timeout, but boy, they can do something with it now. We did not need to have that punt shanked like that, but alas, here we are. See, that's what Washington gets for having their punter on the friggin' bench the whole time. Speaking of Jalen Reagor, I am bringing him in. Oh boy, all right. 1st and 10. Gee, I wonder what Minnesota's going to do. Yeah, I know. 1st and 10 here. Timeout in 45 seconds is all Minnesota has. 3 on a short. And down goes Kirk Cousins. That is not going to help. Thankfully, it's only for a 2-yard loss, but Minnesota will use their last timeout. Meanwhile, Jonathan Allen just got himself a sack. Okay. 2nd and 12. 6 on a short. Oh, there you go. 12 yards for Adam Thielen, and he gets TJ Hawkinson, and he gets the first. Oh, shoot. There you are. All right, so he's out. So Hawkinson gets 12. Just give me a minute here. There we go. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 46. Seven on a short. It's a sack, and this is not going to help. Loss of 6. Minnesota can't stop the clock, so unfortunately, there you go. Sack is split between the high linebacker and the left end. So, Jasmine Davis gets half. And whoever was the left end got the other half. James Smith Williams gets the other half. Okay. All right. Meanwhile, I think the down and distance is kind of irrelevant at this point. 2 on a long. Nothing's there. Incomplete. Cousins was looking for Justin Jefferson, of course. All right. So it's a 3rd down and forever. This is good luck on trying to figure out who I should throw this to. Oh boy. Oh boy. So we gotta get into field goal range, which is the 44. Let's see, 2. I need at least 8 yards. Okay, we'll try for that. It's gonna be a long field goal, but I'll attempt it. All right. 10 on a short, and uh-oh. Let's hope this penalty means something. Nope, it's an incomplete pass. Cousins was looking for Jefferson, and this is essentially the last play of the half, so I'm just going to throw a Hail Mary and hope somebody catches it. Hail Mary time! 4th down, we need 52 to score. 4 on a long. Nope. Oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. This is a defensive penalty. The half keeps going. And it does. The Commanders were offsides. So this is essentially an untimed down. Okay, now we need 47 yards. Okay, half cannot end on a defensive penalty, so this is an untimed down. We're still not in field goal range, so this has to be a long pass. All right, trying to Hail Mary to Adam Phelan. Nope, incomplete, and there's no penalty this time, so that does not do any damage. And that is basically how the first half ends. It was going so well for Minnesota, and then Washington's defense has decided to step up. Well, isn't that wonderful? 16-14. Commanders lead going into half number 2. Let's check out the first half stats here. Taylor Heineke, my goodness, 13-17 for 186 and a touchdown. That is impressive. Brian Robinson has 12 carries for 71. Did have a fumble, but nothing happened. Look at Terry McLaurin go. There you go. That's how the Commanders are doing well. 6 for 129. He had a 60-yard completion. And he had two other long ones, too. Very nice game for him. Johan Dotson has the TD pass. Joey Sly's 3 field goals is what's been getting them into the lead to begin with. And the Washington defense has 3 sacks and a pick. Very nice job for them. They have stepped up since that disaster unfolded in the beginning of the second. For the Vikings, Kirk Cousins is 16 of 26 for 152, a touchdown and a pick. Not exactly ideal, but okay. Dalvin Cook has 47 rushing yards and a touchdown. And he 2 fumbled, but nothing happened. Justin Jefferson had the 1 long TD pass. Otherwise, he's been held kind of in check, 4 for 58. T.J. Hawkinson, Adam Phelan been doing okay. And then Zadarius Smith has his lone sack of Taylor Heineke. So that's basically how half number 1 ends right there. As we enter the third quarter, and the Commanders are going to get the ball to start half number 2 here as they lead by 2 points, 16-14. If this holds, they will clinch the NFC East, excuse me. The AFC East has already been decided, aka last week. If not, then they'll have to hope Dallas loses. For Minnesota, if this holds, you're going to have to hope Detroit slips up in their game against the Giants, but good luck. Giants are only won once, so this is basically a must-win. Otherwise, they probably lose the NFC North due to a tiebreaker. Green Bay, as I mentioned, is no threat, so we'll see if this holds. All right, off to half number 2. There we go. 1st and 10, right at the 4. Oof. Not ideal. Oh dear, we got an injury roll incoming. It's a 4-yard gain for Dalvin Cook. That's the good news. The bad news is we've got an injury roll incoming, and it's probably going to be one of these cards. The 9th card for the game, but nothing further. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kirk Cousins is down, folks. He's down. And he ain't getting back up. The good news is he's only out for the rest of the game. The bad news is it now means Nick Mullins will have to be in for the rest of it. Oh boy! So the Vikings are going to have to win this with Nick Mullins. Not exactly ideal here. Oh boy, that was not good. We'll see if it works for him, but boy, oh boy, that is not great. Okay. 3rd and 8. $11 on a short. Uh-oh, interception roll, and it's 2 through 6. There it is! Intercepted, picked off. 14 yards, so it's actually at the 43. Okay. Returned for a gain of 25. Wow. So Minnesota will have it at the Washington 32 after an interception. 10 minutes remaining. It was going to the flanker. Heineke was looking for Terry McLaurin, as he normally would in this sort of situation. And instead of Terry McLaurin, he ends up finding Cameron Dantzler. Hey, didn't he have a pick in one of our other games that we featured the Vikings? Doesn't matter. He still gets an interception yet again. Good job. Dantzler brings it all the way to the Washington 32, meanwhile. So that's the good news. The bad news is, yeah, I mean, you've still got your backup quarterback. All right, we'll see if Minnesota can take advantage of this. I'm actually going to bring in Irv Smith here. Maybe try to fool him a little bit with us. All right. We'll see what happens here. 1st and 10. Actually, I'm going to stay with this. 1st and 10 here for Minnesota. Washington kind of daring them to pass now that we got somebody else in there at quarterback, and Cook's only going to get a yard. 2nd and 9. This gets missed. 8 on a flat. It's going to Cook. It got missed. And nothing's there, so incomplete. Mullins was looking for Cook. All right, 3rd and 9. This is going to be a little rough. Nope, incomplete if it holds. It will. It's an incomplete pass. Mullins was looking for Hawkinson. All right, Greg Joseph's going to have to kick a 48-yard field goal. I don't know what to tell you. Kick is up. But unfortunately, it's no good. Oh. Joseph hooks that one in a dome stadium. Why? Why? What is it with Vikings and kickers missing things at the most inopportune times? How dare you? Well, anyways, that turnover goes for absolutely naught. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Washington gets the ball back at their own 31. And they still have the 2-point lead as a result of all of that. So, good job, Minnesota. You had a chance and you done messed up. Where's Jonathan Williams? I'll bring him in. Yeah, you done messed up. Now, hopefully, Washington does not make you pay, or will they? Well, you'll find out in about, I don't know, right now. Got a 3rd and 9 incoming. I have to short it to somebody. All right. 11 on a short. Uh-oh. It's a long gain and it's a touchdown! I don't need the roll because the minimum's 35, and Heineke is going to hook up for Curtis Samuel for 30 in the touchdown. Well, 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 it looks like Washington did in fact make him pay. Well, doesn't that figure? Yeah, let's go for the extra point. No need to go for 2. It's good anyways, so... There we go. We finally got our first scoring in a little while. It was starting to be a lull a little bit, especially on touchdowns, but Washington finally gets one. After Minnesota misses the field goal, Washington goes on a drive, and it ends with a Taylor Heineke short pass to Curtis Samuel that the Vikings just completely miss, and Samuel finds the end zone, and the Commanders now find themselves with a 9-point edge, 23-14. Minnesota has... I'm afraid their offense is just falling apart, and now with their main quarterback now injured, I fear this could turn into a bit of a problem for them. So we'll see if Minnesota can recover here, but boy, this is not looking good for the Vikings at all. They got 5:45 in the and plus another quarter to right the ship here. Otherwise, they're going to crash land. No pun intended. Well, there is a pun intended. Who am I kidding? All right. Turns out Minnesota's offense has been moving. Some impressive plays. And then Washington being Washington as they just committed a personal foul penalty, even though Minnesota got a yard on 3rd and 1. So we're here at 1st and 10 from the Commanders 13, excuse me. All right. They'll run it with Cook. Commanders are playing that. Uh-oh. Short gain. Okay, so we had a 20-yard run from Cook wiped out due to a penalty, so I would not put too much into this. But if Cook gets at least 13, he's got a touchdown. There it is, but doesn't count. This time it does! Touchdown! Sorry, referees, you're not wiping out any more long runs this time. So Cook does indeed convert from 13 yards out. He would have gotten 16. Like I said, he had a 20-yard run on this drive, wiped out due to offsetting penalties. But not this time. Sorry, refs. Your ref ball can only go so far. Meanwhile, Greg Joseph doinks another extra point that is still good. Okay, he is got to be really careful there. That is like the second time he has done that, but nevertheless, Minnesota does in fact score a touchdown. It is a Dalvin Cook 13-yard run that puts the Vikings back to within 2. 23-21. Washington still leaves, but at least Minnesota now has some life all of a sudden. Who says the Vikings can't drive the football down the field with their backup quarterback? He's doing just fine. Meanwhile, it's a 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the Washington 12. Cook just busted out an 11-yard pass play. On this run, I'm re-rolling that. Oh, that's even worse. That's an injury roll. Cook only gets 2. But yeah, had I not re-rolled it, we wouldn't be needing to summon an injury roll. Sorry, that still counts. All right, who on the Vikings is going down? Whoever's 6 on the all 2s for a long time. Ew, that's not good. Yeah, it's 2 games. And whoever isn't at the fullback spot, so KJ Osborne, you're out of here. So KJ Osborne will be down for this game and the next 2. Oof. So fortunately, it was their 3rd wide receiver, but you are still out of the game. You know what? I'm going to bring in... Do I want to bring in Irv Smith or Jalen Reagor? That is the question here. I know Naylor actually is a little bit better on the short passing front. I'll bring in Jalen Reagor for right now. But don't be surprised if you see a platoon of him, Naylor, Smith, and CJ Ham all at once. Anyways, we got a second... And you know what? I changed my mind. We'll bring in the fullback. Sure, why not? Why not? Like I said, we'll see. You've seen a platoon of 1 of 4 people here. Anyways, we'll bring in Hammond in the usual fullback slot, and it is 2nd and 8. We're going to throw it, but Washington kind of figures it's coming. Okay, 2nd and 8. They're not fooled by the fullback's entry. It's not going to matter, I don't think. Nope, short gain. And since we're at the 10, touchdown! Doesn't matter. How much would TJ Hawkinson gotten anyway? It's just out of curiosity. Would have had 13, but he just needed 10 to enter the end zone, and that's what he does. So TJ Hawkinson gets a 10-yard TD. Very nice. And the Vikings have now regained the lead, 27-23. And I believe I am going to go for 2, right? Yep, I am going for that 2-point conversion. Let's do it. Put us up by 6 here instead of 4 or 5 even. Irv Smith, come on down. You know what? Jalen Reagor, come on down. You're in. You're in. Okay, we got to get 3 yards at least, so only one spot I'm sending us to. So here's the 2-point try. 10 enough short. Uh-oh. Okay, this could get interesting if it works. It's an interception roll, so the 2-point conversion is no good. But it's picked off! 2 yards in the end zone. If Washington returns this, this is 2 points for them. It is! Yes! It's a 2-point. That would be a pick 6, but since they're going for 2, Washington gets the 2 points. Son of a bitch! Oh, man. Oh, it's a 102-yard pick 2. Oh, Nick Mullins, why did you do that? It's Fuller. It's got to be Fuller. Yes, Kendall Fuller with his 2nd pick of the game. That one actually doesn't count, but he does get credit for a 2-pointer. We'll call it, I'll give him a safety, even though technically he didn't get it, but it still counts as 2 points for the Commanders. So, oh, man. Oh, that sucks. All right, so unfortunately, the 2-point conversion fails in the most spectacular way you can imagine. And Washington, unfortunately, they lose the lead, but they're now within a field goal of regaining it because of that. That is definitely a first for this playthrough. We have never seen an interception, a pick 2. They're very rare to begin with, but that was a rarity. A rare pick 2. After Hawkinson gets a 10-yard touchdown pass. So that was not great. Oh, boy. All right. All sorts of chaos breaking out. Nevertheless, Vikings will lead 27-25 with 11:15 remaining in the game. So this is still anyone's game, and we have gotten total chaos now. I love it. Backup quarterbacks, pick 2s. Terry McLaurin converting long pass plays for whatever reason. Yeah, it's just chaos. Oh, I love it. Last game of the year. We got to have some chaos. All right, 2nd down. 6. Nope, incomplete. Mullins was looking for Phelan. Or Phelan. I've been saying it wrong the whole time. I think it's Phelan. Oh well. Whoopsies, my bad. All right. This is not going to Phelan, though. I don't have to worry about mispronunciations here. I just have to worry that it's going to be completed or not. It's 3rd and 10. And would you look at that? It's not only completed, it's going for a touchdown. Justin Jefferson breaks loose for a 22-yard touchdown reception. That is his 2nd of the game. And there you go. Minnesota has the lead on a 22-yard hookup with 5 minutes remaining. Yes, we are going to go for the extra point, make it 2 scores. And Greg Joseph will hit. There you go. Extra point is good, and there you go, Vikings. We're now back up by 2 scores. It's Justin Jefferson doing his thing from 22 yards out. His second TD of the game. He's at 9 for 125, in case you're wondering. So he's doing his usual thing. And suddenly the Vikings have the lead. 34-25 with 5 minutes remaining. And now it's the Commanders who are on the back foot here. That is not good for them. They gotta do something, or this game could be over for them. We'll stick with this and see if they can do something on this drive here. 5 minutes remaining. Let's see. From the 7, the number 1 back, and a penalty, because why not? Okay, so what's it say here? 28 yards, so I'm assuming Dax Milne is their kickoff returner. He's going to get it out to the 35. But then a penalty shows up. Ugh, number 5. Boo. Illegal block against the kicking team, so that goes back 15. So, unfortunately, the Commanders will get it at the 20 instead of the 35. That sucks. Those 15 yards could really make a difference, I'm afraid. Well, that stings a little bit. All right, I probably should bring in 3 wide here. We got 4:45, and we need 2 scores. Everybody's got their timeouts, but let's not... Yeah, everybody's got their timeouts. Nice try, Minnesota. Nice try, refs. All right, 1st and 10, and yeah, here comes the passing. Just like Minnesota expected. 7, no, that's an incompletion. And Heineke was looking for Samuel there. All right, 2nd down. 9 on a flat. It's going to Dotson. I get 6. Okay, that works. 6-yard gain for Johan Dotson. All right, 3rd and 4. I think you might know where this one's going to. 8 on a flat. It is indeed going to McLaurin, but there's a penalty, maybe. McLaurin's not going to get anything because it's incomplete. But that play, oh, number 2, I'm declining it. Nah. Penalty. Or hold on. Hold on, I might accept this. What is it? Holding. I'm actually going to accept it for the purpose of wasting time. 10-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down. I mean, granted, we've had a 3rd and 14 converted, but this is a 3rd and 16, so let's see what happens. 3rd and 16. 10 on a long. To the receiver, it's going to McLaurin. He might have a shot. No, not this time. Incomplete. That was a little too close. Heineke was looking for McLaurin and found nothing, and now... It's, you know what? It's 4th and 14. I can't do it. Punt. Probably should have gone short pass instead, if I'm being honest. Which, well, yeah, I wouldn't have. I've only would have gotten 12, so that wouldn't have worked. All right, punt. Ooh, a bad one. Another bad one. 36. That is not going to do it. And the 48. Washington better hope this is like a fumble or something. No, that is definitely not one. So, Jalen Reagor calls fair catch, probably for the best at the 48. So, Minnesota with 3:15 has a chance to milk this clock pretty good, at least at a 2-minute warning, I would think. Imagine Washington might start busting out some of these timeouts they have. They have all of them, but probably not for much longer. If at all. Actually, you know what? Yeah. CJ Ham, come on down. All right. Have a 1st and 10 from the their Viking 48. Of course, they're going to start with a run. Why not? 8 with a potential penalty. It's no gain if it holds. No, it's no gain. Okay, so there you go. So Cook goes nowhere. 2nd and 10, do it again. 2. Uh-oh. Ooh, it's a 31-yard gain for Dalvin Cook and the first down as he's all the way up to the 21. Ouch. Ouch, that hurt. Oh, we could have really have done without that. All right, 1st and 10. 2-minute warning is incoming. 7. No gain for Dalvin Cook, and there's your 2-minute warning. All right, 2nd and 10, do it again. 7. This time is a lot better. Still no gain, and there's timeout number 1 for Washington. All right, that brings up a 3rd and 10. They're actually going to try an end run that Washington sees. Okay. Okay, I respect that. 7. That only goes for a yard. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, right. Okay, Washington uses another timeout, by the way. That shouldn't shock anybody. All right, Greg Joseph, do your thing. 37-yard field goal to make it. Well, it's a 12-point game, still 2 scores, but now Washington will need 2 touchdowns instead of a touchdown and a field goal. Oh, God, please don't let this penalty mean anything. The kick is good, by the way, but what's this penalty? It's 4th and 9 for reference. Nah. Kick is good. All right, there we go. So Greg Joseph makes his first field goal of the game. And it is 37-25. Vikings lead with a minute 45, 7 remaining. I can't tell what the clock is. Okay. So minute 37 for the Commanders to score 2 TDs. And somewhere the Lions are hoping the commies can bite some kneecaps at the end, if you know what I mean. Oh, had to bust out one of those references. All right. Not from the 9 and number 1 back. This is going to go for 23. So Antonio Gibson gets up to the 32. Gotcha. All right. So we have a minute 30 remaining in this game here. All right. 1 minute 30 to score a TD. Washington, you've been warned. I only have 3 receivers here, which kind of sucks. I might as well flip Robinson's card over because I'm going to be throwing the ball. So, yeah. There's no point in me running the football at this point. So that probably explains why Minnesota's going past defense. Anyways, it's a 1st and 10 from the 32. All right. 8 on a short to start us off. Incomplete. With a potential penalty? Never mind. Minnesota commits a penalty. Ugh, why would you do that? Defensive pass interference that goes for 15 in the first. Well, isn't that nice? Isn't that just nice? So it ends up being a 15-yard gain unintentionally. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 47. 7 on a short, and down goes Heineke. Uh-oh. 6-yard loss. Well, isn't that just wonderful? Uh-oh, hang on. I'm losing my mind here. Okay, so we're at the 47. My bad. Washington's actually going to call their final timeout. By the way, I never did look to see who got that sack. Probably Danielle Hunter from the looks of it. But I'm reading the wrong card. Oh, boy. No, the high linebacker. Yeah, it is Danielle Hunter. Well, isn't that nice? He gets his first sack of the game. Picked a good time to get one, finally. All right, 2nd and 16. 10 on a long to the receiver, and there's an injury from Minnesota. To McLaurin, by the way, no, incomplete. So Heineke was looking for McLaurin and found nothing, and now Minnesota's losing somebody on top of that. 9 for 6. They play a 3-4. The right inside linebacker for 2. That would lead us to Jordan Hicks, who is now done for this game and in the next 2. Okay. All right, we're off to a 3rd and 10 meanwhile. 10 enough short, incomplete, and Washington's down to their final play here. So that is going to, Samuel. 4th and 10. Washington needs to convert this or this game is over. No, 4th and 16. I just realized it. Oh, God. Okay, that's right. I forgot about the sack. All right, 4th and... Oh, boy. That's all I'm going to say. No! Incomplete, and this game is over. Heineke was looking for McLaurin, and instead it's a turnover on downs that's going to end with kneel downs, I imagine. Yeah, 52. Yeah, all Nick Mullins needs to do is take 2 kneel downs, and he's good. All right, we clear. And there you go, Minnesota. Congratulations, you have won the NFC North with a convincing 37-25 victory, and an impressive one at that, too. So there you go. Vikings, you are our NFC North champions. Commanders, you better hope Las Vegas can beat Dallas or something. Good luck. All right, so some final stats from the game here. Taylor Heineke was 18 of 34 for 257, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Very nice game. Robinson had 21 carries for 91 yards, and Jonathan Williams had 8 for 43. Not bad on the ground. Terry McLaurin with an impressive 6 for 129 game. Very nice. He just had to be thrown to a million times, so that kind of stinks. Johan Dotson and Curtis Samuel had the TD catches. Washington's defense was doing good in the first half, and then in the second half, they just fell off a cliff. Kendall Fuller had a hilarious pick, too. That's why I have it as a safety. But otherwise, that was the only scoring in the fourth quarter for Washington. They just stalled out completely, and it was just not good. As for Minnesota, they ended up getting 300 yards and 3 TDs of total passing. Overall, if you combine Kirk Cousins and Nick Mullins. Mullins holding tough in there. Very nice. Good for him to get back into the game. Don't worry, Kirk Cousins will be back for the playoffs. We're okay, but Nick Mullins saving the day. Very nice. Dalvin Cook had 34 for 140 and 2 TDs. Justin Jefferson did his usual thing, 9, 125, and 2. TJ Hawkinson had a TD with 63 yards of receiving. So did Adam Thielen, not Phelan. Good job, me. And then the defense did manage to do some stuff in the second half with Daniil Hunter and Darius Smith having sacks and Dantzler having a pick. So good job by Minnesota and their backup QB to save them here. That was impressive stuff. It looked like this would be an offensive slugfest, and instead the Vikings end up winning and claiming the NFC North for themselves. Sorry, Detroit. Sorry, Green Bay. You can no longer win the division. So there it is. So that is going to do it for this version for this week. Well, that was a fun way to end the regular season in our playthrough. Now, do we? So there you go. Minnesota wins, takes the NFC North. And now we've got some stuff we need to resolve here. So tomorrow, after you see this video gets dropped, I'm going to do kind of a special Week 18 playthrough. By that, I mean I'm going to sim out everything else and give you guys the full Week 18 results, as well as the remaining schedule for the playoffs. the not so Super Bowl, as I have now decided to call it. And yes, we will be playing out the Super Bowl, which will probably involve you know who. Again, for the 400th gajillionth time, even though nobody wants them there. Except anybody who lives in that city, but we know who we're talking about. So, we'll see if maybe we can avoid that fate in our Super Bowl too. So, or maybe it won't happen and I'll be right with the world. Or my team will magically make the playoffs. Oh, am I kidding? That's not happening. Yeah, right. But anyways, that's going to do it for me. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to hit the usual like and subscribe buttons. And I will see you either in the next video, whether that's the Week 18 wrap-up, or the wild card video, which will be to be determined. Again, all but one playoff slot's been filled, so we'll see what happens here. So, peace out, y'all, and thanks for having fun with me in this second season here, which will now come to a conclusion shortly. Again, peace out, y'all.